I think a lot of people, especially parents in this country, who for better or for worse during COVID saw this kind of poison being poured into their children's minds because of Zoom school. And they said, wait a second, we might not understand, all of the Marxism underneath it, but we know intuitively that this is wrong. Who is behind this? And I know that that's a very wide-ranging question, but if you talk to politicians off camera, these politicians are not smart people.
Sometimes, but usually not.
They're in general, they're not. I mean, there can be a smart politician, but the politicians aren't necessarily the ones who are driving this agenda. Oftentimes, in my experience, they're the useful idiots that allow it to happen, whether it's naivete on the Republican part or simply, they fall for it. They're gullible on the Democrat part. So where is this coming from? Who are the modern Marxists and who holds the power to drive this agenda?
Well, we need to use these German accents to communicate with this Klaus Schwab character. No, Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum is one of the large drivers pushing this. A lot of fingers have to be pointed at the big foundations, though, that he has helped coordinate, that he works with, members of the World Economic Forum and beyond. I do like to single out the World Economic Forum because I do kind of think that Davos meeting is kind of the center of this disaster, kind of broadly speaking, in terms of, who's pushing it, who are the who's that are doing it. But, who's funding these initiatives so strongly in education? Well, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Rockefeller Foundation, the Ford Foundation, the Tides Foundation. These big entities are dumping rivers of money. We could, of course, point to the Open Society Foundation. That's Soros. That's your open borders, really. His agenda is actually somewhat different, but his agenda on this is not different. So,
are they aware of what they're doing, or are they stooges?
Mostly, yes. Many of them are.
So is Bill Gates a Marxist?
I don't know if he's a Marxist or a Malthusian, but he's something not good. He may not be a Marxist. He may just be a death cultist about the prospects of a large human population. He's nothing good. He could also, maybe he's just a monopolist. I don't know the insides of these people's heads.
Some of them fall for technocracy as well.
That's right. And so
godless technocracy.
There's a good case to be made that Klaus Schwab is a Marxist. He has a bust of Lenin behind him in his office, for example. Yeah. There's a decent case to be made. They don't quite come out and say often.
And his father was a Nazi.
That is true. His mother is an unknown character.